Hi Nirjara, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great here as well, and thanks for joining us today for this quick testimonial call. I know it's pretty late in the
Excellent.
night, so I'll definitely try to get it quick and understand your perspective on working with applications and everything. So before starting with this, could you just, give us a quick introduction about yourself? Let's start from there.
Right. So my name is Nirjara, and I completed my 10th and 12th from JD Goenka Public School, Model Town, and after that, I completed my bachelor's in psychology from University of Delhi, Indraprastha College for Women, and I graduated in 2024. Even during my bachelor's, I took up a lot of internships. I was working at IIT briefly, then I was working at TIS, and in 2024, I decided that I wanted to pursue my education abroad for my master's, which is when my entire process for like looking for a college, looking for like people that can help me really began. And I would say that the process has been like really hectic, but then LilacBuds has been like really helpful throughout the process and making it extremely smooth. And I think I was connected with LilacBuds for 2 years. So it wasn't just like a 1 year process, but it was 2 years, and I couldn't be happier with the entire process. So yeah, that's I think a sweet brief introduction about myself.
Amazing. So, could you also give us, you've obviously somebody from a psychology background, so master's in psychology was obviously the right next step for you or related programs. So, if you could give us an idea of the places or the schools you applied to, what were your decisions, scholarships, if any, how did that happen for you?
So, like I said, I considered 2 years. So I was connected with Lilac Buds for both the years, and we were trying for 2024. But then like things didn't go the way that we wanted to because I couldn't cope up with the pressure of college, last year of college, and then going abroad. So the previous year, the 2024 intake, I applied to UCL and Kings, and because of the entire hectic thing, we couldn't make it happen. But then in 2025, this year's intake, we applied to a lot of other schools as well because it was short that we wanted to go this year. So I applied to UCL in the division of psychiatry. I applied to King's for, again, in the division of psychiatry for developmental psychopathology. I applied to University of Bath. I applied to York. I applied to, it's skipping my mind, Birmingham. We applied to Birmingham as well. We applied to Edinburgh as well. So like a lot of schools that we applied to this year, and surprisingly I got into all, which was very surprising for me because like in 2024 we were still building a lot of my profile. We didn't know what was needed to make the actual profile that was needed for like schools like UCL and Kings. But then with the guidance, Rajiv sir I think guided me so well for that entire year where I could build so much of my profile. And I couldn't get into UCL in my first try, which was in 2024, but then I got into UCL this year, which was absolutely amazing for me. And I got into all the schools, so which was in 2024. But then I got into UCL this year, which was absolutely amazing for me. And like Kings and UCL were the last to come in, but then before that, I got into Bath, Birmingham, York. I also applied to Ireland. So like I got into all of these colleges. I was just waiting for Kings and UCL and I got it this year. So that was my application journey. And then with the scholarships, I did apply to the scholarships given by UCL. And then I also applied to external scholarships like JN Tata and Narotam Sekhsaria scholarships as well. I'm still waiting for the JN Tata one. I cleared the fourth round for that one. And I'm still waiting for the results for my UCL scholarship. So like that's pretty much it on my scholarship side of it.
Amazing. So obviously you're heading now to UCL, so a month left for you to travel. So obviously things are a little hectic on your part. So now coming to what were your chief concerns before you got into this journey? It's obviously a 2 year journey. You've been with us. So, before even when you decided in your last year of college that, yeah, I want to pursue an education abroad. So what were your chief concerns before you started this journey? And any way specific, when you first connected with us, how did Lilac Buds help you allay those fears?
So a lot of concerns. In fact, it was just not one because I, as a person, I'm so confused all the time. It's just me, because I was like, okay, there's so many countries offering so many different courses, and like, how do I research about these courses? And then the process is so tiresome. It's not a simple process like India where you give an entrance and then you sit for counseling and then bam, you're done. There's so much you need to do. There's so much documents you need to like organize and stuff like that. And I am not the one to be organized. I'm not the one to be like, oh, yehi karna hai. So like that was something which was my chief concern, number one. Chief concern number two was definitely the fact that I knew that I wanted to do psychology, but I didn't know why I wanted to do it. So like the entire process of finding my why took me 2 years. Like I would say that, and Raji sir definitely helped me so much with it because I remember the first discovery call I had. We were still talking about on it on the surface, and then when I started building my profile and I started understanding, okay, I like this and I like this. I think my course selection also got narrower by the second year because I really understood what I wanted to do. And the best way that LilacBuds kind of helped me was like they allowed me that I could be associated with them for 2 years because my dad and me were so worried that we wouldn't make it in 2024. We were not ready for it. We started the process really late. And when we shared those concerns with Rajiv sir, he was so welcoming. Like I remember having a call with him and he's like, that's absolutely okay. We'll support her in 2025 as well. And we'll just make it happen. The entire thing, and I feel I got so much support throughout the process. And when I was also like talking to other consultancy services at that point, and like everybody was scaring me because they take a lot of time to reply for some reason. But then I think with you and with Rajiv sir, you have always been so prompt. Like sometimes I felt like I am the one lagging behind and I should like catch up because you guys were really fast with everything, whether be it replies or like keeping up with deadlines. It was just perfect for me.
Great. So, any special highlight all throughout your process of 2 years where you felt, okay, yeah, okay, this was, really great. I don't know, anything you felt which was like a really special moment working all
Hmm.
throughout your process?
Absolutely. So there's this very like but it's very sad but a nice moment because I remember when I got rejected from UCL because it has been my dream school since like 2 years. When I got rejected like the first year, I was so sad. I was just like, life is over for me. This is not happening. I'm not worth it. Like I had so much doubts about whether I could complete this dream that I had done for myself. And I remember my dad and me got on a call with Rajiv sir, and we were just like so disheartened. My dad was so disheartened, and I was so disheartened. But then Rajiv sir was like so motivating. Like he never made me feel like I couldn't do it. Ever since day one, even when my profile was like not where I am right now, he was like, you can do it. You can get into Harvard if you want to. Like he was always making me believe that I could like achieve and get into any school that I wanted to. And I had a very parallel experience because I was also consulting with, I think, TC Global for a brief amount of time before that, or something like that. And I remember that I went there and they were underselling me. Like they were giving me schools जो मेरे को पता है हो जाएंगे. Like, and I went with my friend, and my friend is like कि you can do better. And that
Mhm.
is what Raji sir told me since day one, that I can do so much more and I can do better. And like if one year didn't happen for me, the second year will definitely happen for me. And I think that is something that didn't let me like back down or you know be like, oh, I can't do this. He was always there to tell me that I'll get it, and no matter what, I'll get it. So like I think that's one moment with Radhi sir, and with you as well. Like I think I constantly text you, am I too late, am I doing this wrong, do I have to do something? And you've
True.
always been the one to be like, ho jayega, don't worry, you're not late, you got this. So like I feel that kind of reassurance I couldn't get from my parents because they have never gone through this process. You need someone who has gone through this process, who has sent a lot of students out to tell you that you're not late, you're okay, you will get there, people get there. So yeah, I
True.
think those are two moments that like really stuck by me.
Amazing. So, any advice you would have for any future applicants who are targeting any masters abroad? You know,
Hmm.
so first year you were too late. Now you understood, okay, I need to give myself enough time. So, your nuggets of wisdom for any future applicants who want to pursue this journey.
Yeah, my advice would be start early. Like That's all. And I know how much like the fear of failure can like make you procrastinate, because that's what literally happened with me. But just get on with it, because closer to the deadline will not make you a genius. Like that's what I realized in my process, that A, that, and B, I feel like one advantage with Lilac Buds is that they won't tell you what to do. And it's like they will really make you research everything and decide for yourself, which is why it's the best. Like it works the best for me, because I could really understand why I wanted to do and what I wanted to do. Because when you're going for your masters, you need to take in charge of your life. You can't be spoon fed ki these are the courses you can apply to it. And I think earlier I was having a little difficulty with it ki kya karna hai, kaise karna hai. But I feel the entire process, that's the process of it, that you need adequate support to decide for yourself. And that's what Lilac Buds like really gave me. It made me so much more clearer and so much more independent, that now I know I can do it, because I had the correct support in the places that I needed. I was not spoon fed, I was not told what to do, but I was supported in the best way that I wanted the support. And I think that's how I've been brought up as well. Like my dad gave me support wherever I needed, but just not overstepping. So I think that's something that I really enjoy about Lilac Buds, and I would definitely choose them because of this particular reason. And then I would just say start early and just continuously build your profile. Just keep adding experiences to it. Make your profile more coherent. Make it sound like a story. Because I think the first challenge that I had when I was writing my SOP was like, I didn't understand my why. You need to know why you want to do this. You need
True.
to know why you want to do it. So I think finding that why, finding that zeal and passion within you as to like why you want to be here is one of the most important things. And that is the only thing that will make you feel stand like that is the only thing that will make you stand out in a crowd of people who just want to do it for the sake of doing it. So yeah, that's my little nugget as to like just know your whys, just know why you're passionate about whatever you're passionate about.
Definitely, this application journey in itself, it reveals so much about you. It helps you deep dive and introspect about yourself. So you do learn a lot of things. So I think that's what you went through also throughout this
Yeah.
journey. So amazing. Before we wrap this up, Nirjara, one last thing. If you could, share with us, obviously you've all throughout this, you have done that, but anything specific why somebody should choose Lilac Buds for their consulting journey? If
Hmm.
anything additional you would like to add in that respect.
So I think the process of admission, like you said, that it reveals so much about you, and you need an environment to do that. Like I would love to quote like a psychology theory here, and I think you can look it up. It's called the process of scaffolding, right? Vygotsky talked about it, that you need to have that zone of development for you to really be your best self. And which is why Lilac Buds is the best. Like I said, that they will give you the support where you need it, and they will also make you independent where you need to be independent. You will have to take charge of your life. That is something that I really like I enjoyed in my process earlier. Like I also remember when I was writing my SOP, sir wasn't like these are the points, just write about it. He really made me write those 15 pages, then drop it down to 4, and then
Yeah.
drop it down to 1. I remember it was hard, but then that process teaches you so many different things. So, like, it's just not about getting into that school, it's about being ready to get into that school. And that is what I got from Lilac Buds. So, like, apart from all of these, like, pointers that you already have on your website, I'm pretty sure, like, this was the biggest one for me, that I grew more than any admission process would have had me grown, because I was literally taking in charge of my application journey with the right support. And that is what I needed, because I'm 22 now. I have to take in charge of my life someday. And Rajiv sir was absolutely fantastic. You were absolutely fantastic in supporting me for the places that I needed to be supported. Like I still remember that for KCL, they have this very weird thing where like people have to do a mail. Like it's a weird process. They don't have a direct student contact, and I still remember that you asked me to mail them. It's more important that as a student you are in touch with them. I felt so connected throughout the process that there was nothing that was like going. It was so transparent. Like I was always there in the process. I was the one writing mail CCing you. You were writing mail CCing me. So like it just felt like we were a team working towards a goal. And it was just not like a power dynamic that you are a consultancy service and I'm like a student, and like you have to get me there just because you're getting something out of it. So uh, that is what it felt like. It felt like a family. It felt like a team who was like propelling me towards this dream that I had for myself. And then definitely like with never letting you like Raji sir never made me doubt my abilities for a minute. He every day, every time I had a meeting with him, he's like, "You'll do it. This is nothing for you. You are this is so much more than this process and getting into a school." So I think these little tidbits are something that not a lot of consultancy services offer. It's something that I found very unique to, LilacBuds. And then also like the post application process. You help me with my visa, you help me with my scholarships, and it's a lot more than that. So I think I really like enjoyed the process with that.
Amazing. And now you're heading off to UCL, so your dream program that's definitely there for you to, take charge of from next month. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nijra. Thanks for this, brief chat and really appreciate you taking out the time for this.
No problem.
And all
Thank
the
you so
best for
much for
your journey for the next year.
thank you so much.
Thank you.